You know, last week we began a discussion on the possibility of a recession in this country in the near future. Well, Davis Garrison III is here again to pick up that discussion and talk about, you know, looking in that silver ball to see what the economy is going to do over the next 6 to 12 months. Davis, appreciate you being here today.
Thanks for having me. I apologize for my voice.
I think everybody's got a little something, a little pollen in the air. But let's talk about it. You know, some pundits are saying, yes, we're going to have a recession. Others are saying no. Others are just kind of taking a wait-and-see attitude. Where do you fall in line on all of this?
Well, the people that I follow, Stansberry, Ibbotson, those type of people that have got a track record, it's about a 50-50 split.
Okay.
You know, it's like nobody wants to put their head in the noose right now. But we were talking last week about the yield curve on the bonds inverting. And since World War II, every recession that we have had, the lead into it was the bond yield curve inverting.
Right.
What does that mean? It means that short-term bonds are paying higher interest than long-term bonds, which is a troubling situation.
Which is a switch of the normal.
Exactly. Long-term bonds predominantly should pay more because you're tying your money up for 10 years, 15 years, that type of thing.
So what can people do to hedge their bets, so to speak, when they're doing retirement planning? When you think there may be a recession, what are some things you can do?
Well, bonds are clearly dangerous right now. If the interest rate were to go up 1%, bondholders, U.S. Treasuries, 10-year U.S. Treasuries, would lose over 8%.
Oh, wow.
And so they're very dangerous. We talked several weeks ago about an article that Roger Ibbotson had published in regards to fixed indexed annuities being a distinct asset class and them being a substitute for bonds because they're much more stable. They're paying a higher interest rate right now. And yesterday morning, the 10-year Treasury was paying 1.4%. My concern and the concern of the people that I follow is that the Fed is going to run out of bullets or arrows if we were to plunge into a recession. What's going to cause it, we don't know. Could be China, could be North Korea, could be Venezuela, who knows? We just have no earthly idea, or when it's going to happen.
But you encourage the folks that deal with you, your clients, to make sure to keep up with those global markets, because we are a global marketplace when it comes. I mean, we sometimes think the U.S. is marketing to themselves, and they are, but we also have to deal with a global economy as well.
Exactly. We're not freestanding by ourselves. You know, we are the #1 economy on the face of the globe. There's no doubt about that. China is number 2 by a good stretch. But we've got to be educated about this. And that's what we do. That's why I'm here, trying to educate and help people not suffer from the potential of a recession. A recession can turn into an opportunity. If you plan. If you plan. And now's the time to plan. Don't wait till after the fact.
And you encourage folks, come in if they have questions. You know, they've got some concerns about a recession. There may not even be a client of yours, but they come on in and you can answer some questions.
Of course, and there's no charge for that consultation, but we just want to help people. Our main goal in our practice is that people don't lose money.
Plain and simple. Just don't lose money.
It's that simple. And one thing that we mentioned last week as we finished up that I wanted to reiterate, and I have to read it because it's confusing even to me.
But it's a truth.
Yes, but it's worth noting that while every recession has been preceded by a yield curve inversion, not every inversion has been followed by a recession.
And that is a very big distinction.
That's very succinct.
Yes, it is. Davis, appreciate you, sir.
As always, thank you.
Always great information. Folks, if you got questions about your retirement planning, if you got concerns about the recession, if you've got questions, period, about anything to do with retirement planning, come and see Davis Garrison III at Preservation Financial right here in Johnson City.
The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by